Hello, everyone, and I just wanted to give you an updated version of my Xbox 360 collection. I did get a few new games, and so I'm going to go through these and give you a little detail about each game. But first off, I'd like to show you The Amazing Spider-Man, and it was a pretty fun game, and it's a lot like the movies or whatnot, and yeah. And I also have The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I have been playing it, and it's a lot like the first one. And I am playing, well, actually, I beat this game, Assassin's Creed. It's a pretty fun game. You get to play as Ezio Auditore in these games. And I have the Ezio trilogy of Assassin's Creed 2, and Brotherhood and Revelations. Currently working on that second one. And I don't know if I played this before, but I have Assassin's Creed Black Flag. And I have Batman Arkham Asylum, and that was one of the first games I bought when I bought my Xbox about 11 years ago. And yeah, I had a lot of good times playing that when I first bought my Xbox. And then later on during that time, I bought Batman Arkham City. And I thought that game was like even better when I first started playing it. And yeah, that was a blast playing it. And in 2013, right when it came out, I have Batman Arkham Origins. It's actually my favorite Batman Arkham game, in my personal opinion. And yeah, that was such a blast when I first played this game. And it's an old Call of Duty game, Call of Duty 3. Came out looks like it came out in the early 2000s. And I have Call of Duty Black Ops. Yeah, I beat that game. And I have Black Ops 2, and that game is just as good as Black Ops 1. And I also have the game Call of Duty Ghosts. I remember it came out in 2013, which is like a month right after Batman Arkham Origins. And I have Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. And yeah, this is a game I played with my high school friends. Went back in the day, and yeah, we had a blast playing that. It was such good times. We did multiplayer whatsoever. I wish I could go relive those days. Such a blast. And I have Modern Warfare 2. And yeah, it's just like the first one. And you get to do some missions on there like a normal Call of Duty game. And I have Modern Warfare 3. And I also have Call of Duty World at War, and it's kind of similar to like World War One and World War Two. And I also have this game called The Evil Within. And yeah, that game reminds me a lot of the Resident Evil games, especially Resident Evil 4. But yeah, I beat that game. You get to play as Sebastian Castellanos. And I have Grand Theft Auto 4. And I also played this with friends of mine. That was how I got introduced to that game. And I have Grand Theft Auto 5. Yeah, I definitely need to get back on these Grand Theft Auto games since they've been addicting a few times. And I have Halo 3, which is very similar to Call of Duty. And I also have beat this game. It's a fun game. It's just as fun as Call of Duty. And I also have Halo 4, which is just like Halo 3, but you get to do even more on that. And I have Madden NFL 13, and it's a game where you either play single or with a friend of yours, and it's NFL version. And I have a fighting game called Mortal Kombat. And yeah, it says right here, best fighting game. And I have NCAA Football 14, which is the NCAA version of football, where you get to play some football games. It's a lot like Madden, but it's different levels. And I have Resident Evil 5, and you get to play as either Chris Redfield or Sheva. And yeah, it's a lot like Resident Evil 4. And I have Resident Evil 6, and you get to play as different duos and different people on there, different missions. My personal favorite is Leon and Helena on there, but I'll definitely have to play more of those duos. And I have Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. Yeah, I definitely need to play that game more. And this game, I don't know if I've ever played it. I probably haven't, but I need to do that more. But I also have Resident Evil Revelations. I'll have to play it and see what it's all about. And I have Spider-Man Edge of Time. Alan Scott told that this game was pretty intense, and I'm definitely going to have to start playing that one too. And I played this game with my cousin on multiplayer, but I played Star Trek, and we beat that game together. It's, yeah, such a blast playing that with him. And I have Star Wars The Force Unleashed, Star Wars game, and yeah, you get to play as a Jedi Knight on there. And one that's just like that one, I have Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2. You also get to play as the same person and do similar missions. And I have the game Thief, and I also beat that game, and the player is like a mix-up and reminds me of Ezio Auditore on Assassin's Creed and Batman from the Batman Arkham games. And also I have Tomb Raider, and the player on there is Lara Croft, and she really reminds me of Indiana Jones, if you ask me. And I don't think I've played this game, maybe like one time, but I'll have to play it more. I also have Wolfenstein. It looks like it's a lot like Call of Duty. And finally I have 007 Legends, which is a James Bond game, and you get to play missions through various James Bond movies such as Goldfinger, Die Another Day, anything like that. And yeah, that's my Xbox 360 collection, and thanks for watching, and have a great day.